All right, so I just finished day 2. So today I had to read Genesis 4 through 6. And so the things I learned today, Genesis 4 kind of just talks about, the descendants of Adam. So that was kind of just going through names and stuff. But I did learn in Genesis, Genesis 5, let's talk about Cain and Abel. Or wait, is that? No, Genesis 4 talks about Cain and Abel, and Genesis 5 talks about descendants of Adam. My apologies. So in Genesis 4, one thing I did learn was that after Cain killed his brother, it was interesting to me to see that God still had mercy on him in a way. So he did have to go through some things, So I'm reading from the Tony Evans Study Bible. The link is down in the description. This is the NASB 2020 version. I like this one because I heard it's closer to the actual translation of the original language. So I use this Bible quite a bit when I'm like studying or reading or breaking down the word. So if you want to check it out, it's down in the description below. So if we go to Genesis 4, let's see. We'll skip to verse 13, and it says, Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is too great to endure. 14, behold, you have driven me this day from the face of the ground, and I will be hidden from your face, and I will be a wanderer and a drifter on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. 15, so the Lord said to him, therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance will be taken on him 7 times as much. And the Lord placed a mark on Cain so that no one finding him would kill him. And I thought that was pretty amazing to me because although Cain killed his brother, he still put like a covering over Cain to show that, to cover him and to make him protected from getting killed, And that's amazing to me because I feel like it also represents what Christ did for us on the cross. He gave us the opportunity. Even though we sin and do things that we're not supposed to, God still allows us to have covenant with him and salvation through Christ. And so I thought that was really interesting. And then I also saw in Genesis 6, and I think verse 18, this is when this is Noah and the ark. And in this chapter 6, it talks about how God saw no one was good on the earth, and it talks about the Nephilim, being on the earth and different things like that. And so I noticed in 18 is also a similar thing. Let's see, Genesis 6:18, and it says, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall enter the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. And then 19 says, and of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. And so I thought that was also a representation of Christ as well, because God allows us through Jesus to have salvation through him. So it was really like, you read these stories all the time. And like I said, I've read through the Bible before, and now I feel like I kind of got a new revelation. Because people say that Christ pops up in the Old Testament all the time, but for myself to actually see it without like anybody telling me was truly amazing. So hopefully you guys can all learn something from that as well. There is salvation through Jesus Christ, and I fully believe that. And so I thought maybe sharing this would kind of open your eyes to see the scriptures a little bit differently. And as I learned something, I also wanted to share it with you all. Just know that there is mercy for you, regardless of what you've done in your past or what you're currently doing. Through Jesus Christ, there is salvation in his name and for what he did on the cross. So take opportunity of the free gift. We don't get a lot of free gifts, especially in this crazy economy, but Jesus Christ is the greatest gift that anyone has ever got. So I pray you receive that in Jesus' name today. And yeah, day 2 is done. Let's get on to day 3.